Hello, and today we'll be making a missile that goes around the Mun, then comes back to Kerbin and blows up something. This is going to be a long mission, so I have cut out a lot of the boring parts to keep the video entertaining. However, getting to the Mun and back uses a lot of fuel and needs a lot of energy. To help the missile get past the atmosphere, there's a Clydesdale booster and 4 shrimp boosters in the first stage. In the second stage, there's a Terrier engine to get into full orbit and for Mun escape. The Terrier engine is a very high efficiency, so I have lots of delta V to spare. The 8 pins help keep this extremely large missile stable during flight and re-entry. Because the Clydesdale has so much fuel, it actually helped circularize the missile's orbit, which gave me more fuel to work with when getting to the Mun and back. The missile deploys its solar panels and communication arrays to stay in contact with Kerbin. At the apoapsis, the highest point in orbit, I turn propagate and fire the rocket booster to circularize the orbit, so we don't fall back to Kerbin prematurely. I then create a maneuver that will put us on a course to the Mun. To get an encounter with the Mun, we must extend our orbit so it elapses with the Mun's orbit. When we get close enough to the Mun, we will be captured into its gravity circle. The same goes for any celestial object, such as planets and even astronauts. Any mass in space will have its own gravity well, but in the case of the astronaut, it is very small and unnoticeable because the astronaut's mass is so little. As we approach our Mun encounter, I notice that our course will smash us into the Mun. While I could land with the amount of fuel I have, it would be extremely risky as I have no landing gear. So, I decided to change course to avoid a collision. Now escaping the Mun's gravity, I create another maneuver to put us back into circular orbit around Kerbin. I make sure that the orbit passes above the Kerbal Space Center because the target is located there. After executing the orbital insertion burn, I wait until our trajectory points us in the direction of the target and begin deorbiting. To deorbit, we must slow down our speed so we don't continue to fly around Kerbin. I slowly adjust the trajectory so that we stay on target. When we get close enough, I find and lock onto the target, which is a decommissioned missile. I turn on the rocket booster and fly towards it. The missile smashes into the ground and destroys the target with its large area of effect. We have done it. We have yeeted a missile around the Mun and blew something up. Thank you for watching this video. It took me a long time to make it, including making all the music for this video, so it would mean a lot to me if you could like and subscribe. I also have another announcement. The Potato Fart Squad now has a Discord server. The server invite is in the description.